All right, now we're into phase 4. Phase 4 is where we start to hop, jump, but we're not forgetting about our stability. So we're still gonna be barefoot for these exercises on your rubber mat or carpet. And initially for the first exercise, you'll still need this band. And for one later, you will need a wall too. Okay, so first, take that band just like we did before. Wrap around those midfoot arches. Now, just like our crouched walks, you're gonna be knees bent here. Nice and stable, enough space that you can do 10 forward and 10 backwards, okay? I grip my toes into the ground just like before. I float that heel up, and now we're gonna hop. Each time you hop, there's something subtle that I want you to pay attention to. So I hop, I land, I hop, I land on my toe. Now, that's the subtle part, is I'm not letting that heel drop. So each time I land, I'm springy, I'm springy, I'm springy, okay? The band is just to keep you honest so that you are pressing out and still keeping nice and stable in that midfoot, okay? 10 forward, 10 backwards. When you land, make sure, if you can see on this side here, that you still have a little bit of play in that heel. So I want you thinking, absorb that landing each time you land. I'm not stiff and rigid. I'm nice, soft, bouncy when I land on the ground. Next, we're ditching the band, and now we're jumping. So we're not hopping now. This is where we start to work into jumping. So set your timer to 30 seconds. We're not counting reps here. Main reason we're not counting reps is that I want you to focus more on the depth and then the speed of the jumps. So first, you're gonna do 3 by 30 seconds with 30 seconds rest from 2 feet, okay? Now, we're not forgetting our other cues that we've been learning this entire protocol. That is digging those toes into the ground. I float my heel up, and I'm nice and bouncy in this position, okay? I bend these knees, and my goal is now from 2 feet, I'm gonna bounce as much as I can for 30 seconds. That means here. Now, when I land, you should see I get a spring out of my heel. It's not stiff like this, it's more absorbent. That heel doesn't quite touch the ground, but it gets very, very close. 30 seconds, then I rest, okay? 3 times, you're gonna rest 30 seconds between each. Then we're moving to our single leg. 15 seconds each leg. This is also a demanding stability exercise. So grip in, float that heel, leg out in front for 15 seconds. I spring off the ground, same idea. That heel is barely not touching the ground. It's giving me that little bit of absorption and springs back up, okay? 15 seconds one side, 15 seconds the other. Rest 30 seconds, back into it 3 times. All right, so now we got our wall or our sturdy object, okay? So we're gonna take that double leg and single leg bounce that we were doing before, and we're gonna introduce a little bit more speed and force. So lean our weight forward into our wall. So we're gonna alternate for the first set. 3 on 30 seconds, 3 rest 30 seconds, okay? I'm still allowing that heel to drop and bounce, but now speed is the goal. So I'm 30 seconds, driving into the wall, okay? When I pick up, there should still be a pull here, and I should not be just picking up back here. It should be that knee comes forward each time, okay? When I hit the ground, that heel absorbs the force and springs me back up. Alternating, 3 by 30, then we go just like before into 3 by 15 seconds each leg. Right first, I bend that knee so I'm not rigid, bending the knee. 15 seconds one side, 15 seconds the other. Rest 30 seconds and repeat. Last exercise of the plyometric phase. The size of the box can completely depend on the person. You should be able to feel like you're able to get up on this box. Now, if that's a home step, that's fine. If you have access to boxes at home, that all works too. But I'm gonna start with personally about a 4 to 6 inch box. I like to keep my, my goals a little bit lower to start so I can achieve it at least. But this is where we're gonna start for our landing. surface. So the surface that you're going to choose, you need to be able to control the landing. Now what that means is when I land, I am actually going to be in this flexed position again. So that heel is going to be up off the ground. I do not land full here. Land with that heel floated. So from one leg, what that means, I still dig my toes in back here, just like we've done before, and I set myself up with bouncing that heel up before I go to jump onto this box. Same exact idea when I jump off the box. I still want to land on that forefoot and control that landing. So here's what 1 rep looks like. The goal for this is actually only going to be 5 reps each leg 3 times, okay? Because there's 2 jumps in this. There's the up onto the box and there's the off the box. So I float that heel up, I get bouncy, I'm up, I land, stick that landing, and then I come down and I still stick that landing, okay? Now, this is going to work on your balance a lot, so you're going to realize how much my heel is floating all over the place when I go to land. That's okay. And that's okay if you need to have a little hop to correct too. 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Give yourself a good at least 30 seconds rest before you go into your second set with this one.